Dear doctors, greetings from Clinics in India, Chest Medicine, CICM India. I'm Dr. Bose, I'm the chairman of CICM India. CICM Clinics in Chest Medicine was started in the year 2019, 15 December, with a concept to connect the best people in the field of pulmonology to discuss the latest trends in respiratory, critical care, sleep, rehabilitation, wellness, and all other allied specialties. The CICM was launched on 15 December 2019 at New Delhi, where we had the best of faculties to discuss the latest trends in pulmonology. In the COVID times, CICM played a very pivotal role right from grassroots initiatives, community outreach initiatives in the form of distributing masks and creating patients to different forums, seeing patients, innovative patient education tools, seeing patients in all forms, ICUs to home care level. Our CICM fraternity comprises of senior pulmonologists, physicians, rehabilitation experts, and other supporting people with a basic philosophy to change with our chain of people. It's a very democratic platform with a concept to bring innovative ideas in the field so that we can connect all the physicians interested in this field across the globe. Our team comprises of very senior pulmonologists, Dr. Vikram Sarvai, a senior pulmonologist from UAE, senior physiologist and physician, Dr. Nirja, Dr. Satish Bhardwaj, intensive care physicians and founder of Goodman Rescue, and whole force team comprises of all the forts faculty under the leadership of Mr. Satish, the Vice President of Forts, for his support, Mr. Sandeep and Bhuvna for supporting in all kinds of forum, whether it patient-centric or writing books or creating webinars. My team comprising of Dr. Siddhant, Dr. Pratibha. Myself, a senior pulmonologist with more than 20-25 years of experience. I'm a physician with a super specialty in pulmonology, critical care, and sleep. And I've been working with different corporate hospitals like National Heart, Fortis, and Moolchand. My foundation is basically the SANS Foundation is working in patient-centric activities, advocacy, problem solving, different innovative tools, academic activities for the last 2 decades and more. So CICM is basically an initiative of SANS Foundation Forts India. Dear doctors, we request your participation to our upcoming series of clinics in chest medicine, and we'll start with a Chennai chapter. Now practically the COVID is over, so we thought we'll have initially a webinar and followed by a physical meet. So our concept of CICM is to connect all the regions so that we can create regions in the forum so that pulmonology and specialty can be very democratic, and so that innovative ideas can be shared in the platform, and so that we can go a long way. We have a interesting website, very patient-centric website, the SANS Foundation, www.sansfoundationindia.com and cicmindia.com, where we are uploading all the important activities. We'll be starting shortly the masterclass series by CICM on different interesting topics. About this conference on webinar, which will be held on 27th February, Sunday. And already very senior doctors from Chennai have consented to be a part of it. From my side, from SANS Foundation, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Dr. Nirja, Dr. Satish Bhardwaj, Dr. Siddhant, Dr. Pratibha will be there. Of course, Mr. Satish, the Vice President of Forts, Mr. Sandeep, and Bhuvna will be there, and all the senior doctors from Chennai. Basically, the whole webinar is about discussing about all the COVID issues. 3 years of COVID has been a huge experience for us, and we have been very closely working with the COVID patients. We have come up with a book called COVID Manual, where we are touched upon every possible thing about COVID, right from history, pathophysiology, immunology, signs and symptoms, treatment, home care management, rehabilitation, vaccinations, and do's and don'ts, FAQs, and every possible thing. So basically, this ad board is about discussing the different chapters on COVID, and every senior consultant will be given a topic based on the slideshow, which will run by Dr. Siddhant. Will run the slides, the chapters which we have covered, and every slide will be relevant to one expert, and others also can chip in. So this is an ad board on 27 February. The program goes this way. This is a webinar. What exactly CICM and little presentations will be, we'll run a presentations in the webinar at the outset. Sandeep from Forts will run this movie, followed by Mr. Satish, the Vice President of Forts, will talk about our aims and objectives and how to go forward. And also we have decided to give this Healers Award to all those doctors who have been painstakingly working with the COVID. So we have already identified a lot of doctors across India who will be receiving this Healers Award. Then finally, my associate Dr. Siddhant will run those slides which we have touched upon in the book. I will be moderating the whole conference. Senior consultants from Chennai, my dear friend Dr. Vikram, Dr. Nija will be given certain topics to chip in. Every slide will be a topic, and it is something like an ad board. Will make it very interesting, and your inputs will be incorporated into the book. Followed by my associate Dr. Pratibha, who has been the main person who has been writing this book with Bhuvna from Forts. The Bhuvna and Sandeep and Pratibha, Dr. Pratibha, the main people who wrote this book for me, and with all our inputs. And Pratibha will be discussing the book. This book will be available in e-book, and also we are planning to launch the book in NAPCON Varanasi, and followed by we'll have in certifications. After we finish the webinar, after 1.5 hours after the ad board, everybody will be given a certificate, followed by the Healers Award. We'll talk about it. And this is basically just to start upon the Chennai chapter, and slowly we'll go to other states. We'll have similar chapters in other states. So Chennai chapter is a very exciting chapter. Doctors have been very excited, so we'll have a good show. Now the practically COVID is gone, so that we can discuss more about it, so that our book can be very useful and we can touch upon your ideas and we can incorporate there. So dear doctors, from CICM team to all the Chennai doctors, let's make it a very useful platform and interactive session on our 27th February afternoon. I'm very excited about it, looking forward to have a great meet all of you. And if you have any queries, this is a WhatsApp group I've created, so you can share your ideas so that we can make it more informative and interactive. And for anything, you can just always can text me or send me an audio. I'll be there. My co-chairman, Dr. Vikram, who has been the very the brilliant and active person who has been always supporting me, will be there. He will be a panelist. And my another colleague, Dr. Satish Bhardwaj, also will be here. A huge experience in COVID. He has been working through and through in ICUs and during COVID. He has been transporting patients. And of course, another dear friend and a dear colleague of mine, Dr. Nirja. She's a professor of physiology at NIMS, Jaipur. She will be also with us. So we all make it a very interesting forum. Looking forward on 27 February. Thank you. And we will be connected shortly. Thanks. Regards, Dr. Bose.